Hello, friends. My name is Ishant. So, when I was a kid, I really loved to, draw on this software called Microsoft Paint or the Paint. So even when we are in our, very junior section, so we always, tend to learn computer through the graphics, and the Paint is one of the beautiful choices where, as a kid, we fall in love with. So I'm the instructor for Python programming, and this is one small tutorial for the kids out here, right? If you would like to do something with respect to Python. So let me show you. So here in the Paint, right? So the one of the finest things which we have learned in our childhood days was how we can draw a hut. So let's do it, right? So the Paint, I'll take a line here. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna draw a rectangle. So I took a line 90-degree upwards, right? And from here, I'm gonna draw another line, come back and finish off the rectangle, right? And let's draw a small triangle on top of this rectangle. So we really, love doing this, and even we would like to, fill in our hut with some colors and all. So this is what we, kind of love to do it when we were kids. So today, what we're gonna see is, so if you are really enthusiastic about programming, you want to learn how to code. So if you would like to find out that, okay, what this software will do behind drawing these lines or what and all programming you can do, and you can, draw a certain shape or a figure like this, how you can do it. So I got this software called PyCharm, right? So here I'm going to have this Python program, a small program. I'm going to write it, but no worries. Even if you don't have your uh, laptop or machines or computers configured with these kind of software. So there is one small online link. So I'll share this, right? So you can always just go online and you can code. You need not install any software. So stay relaxed. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Now, in order to draw, so Python gives you a built-in module called Turtle. So you're gonna import Turtle. That's the first statement. We're gonna write somewhere around 30 lines of code. So if you want to draw anything with turtle, so what you're gonna need is a pen. So you say pen is turtle dot turtle. So typically this is one of the instructions through which you're gonna obtain one of the writing pens. So if you want, you can set the color of your pen. So I can say that the color of my pen is black. Now the textual part over here, if you see, so we are not going much into syntactical approaches here, but you see this double quotes over here, it means it's a string, it's basically a word. So you just put in the word black. So you created a pen. So typically in the first go, what we did, we use a built-in Python module. We call it turtle. So why we need turtle? This is basically for drawings. Okay, so if you want to draw something and you want to make something really, different through programs, you can use turtle in Python. So from this library or module called turtle, we created the pen. So create a pen. Then what we did, we set color to the pen. Okay. Now the next thing which I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say let's say pen dot go to. I'm gonna take the pen to some x and y coordinate. So let's say it's like minus 150 and let's say minus 50. So x minus 150, y minus 50. All right. So the last statement is turtle dot main loop. So what will happen is when your Python program will be executed, so it's gonna show you something as an output. So you want that output should always be there on the screen, should not vanish, right? So I got this turtle dot main loop to stabilize the output. So we'll see what is meant by stabilizing the output. And as a part of this, right? So whatever the hashtags, right? So these are not the hashtags, we call them the comments. So these comments over here, they will not be the part of program. They are just for the explanation purpose, right? So do a right click and say run. So guys, this software is PyCharm, and you can configure PyCharm in your computers if you would like to run Python programs, and you can do Python programming here. So other way around, the online programming, the link which I have shown you, you can even do there. So let's run the code. So what we saw is now this small triangular pointer is known as a turtle or a turtle pen. Okay. So typically you are in the center of your window. If you see this window here, right, you are exactly in the middle of your window from where we started. So we came here at this point, right? So you see a line has been drawn, right? So it means from the center, you can actually go to any point by drawing a line. Now, for an instance, if I say that I would like to go 150 and 50, right? So right click and run the program again. So you go here. So that's what we see the turtle is doing for us. Now let's see a magic if you don't put this turtle dot main loop, right? I'll just comment this line. This is not the part of our program. The moment I run my program, so you see there was a small flickering. So the program was executed, the screen popped up and it went away. So this main loop is basically so that you can stabilize your output, right? So just to make you guys understand on a very basic way. Now the next thing what I'm gonna do is I will go to this point, but I will not draw the line, right? So I'll choose the point to be minus 150 and minus 50. So this is X and Y coordinate on my screen where I would like to go. And I'm gonna say pen dot pen up. So pen up means you will go to this point, but you will not draw a line, right? So we won't draw the line. So after reaching to the point minus 150 and minus 50, I am going to now put the pen down. So pen down is going to give us the black line to be coming up, right? So pen up will not give me the black line. So if I'll say pen up and go to minus 150 and minus 50, so it's not at all gonna draw a line. But when you say pen down, now this guy will draw a line. But I will not like to, draw a line in any direction. I would like that the pen should point 90 degrees upwards. So I'm going to set an angle. I will say set the heading, and this heading goes like 90. So let's see by running only these lines of code what's going to happen here. So very quickly what we did observe was, let me try to run the code again. So this turtle is quite speedy, right? So let's come here and say pen dot speed is 0. Now let's see if it works for us or not. Oh, I think it went really fast. Okay. So let it be default speed. So this turtle pointer over here is pointing upwards to 90 degrees, right? If you see now. So this pointer here, the triangle pointer is pointing upward 90 degrees. Now in my next approach, so coming here, after heading the point to the 90, I'll say let the pen fill a color, right? So the pen's gonna fill a color for me. So I'm gonna choose a color pen, and let's say the color is going to be green for us. And I will say, dear pen, do fill the color. And after doing fill color, you say begin fill. So this is going to fill in the color. So this fill color is choosing the color. So remember in your paint, right? So when you used to come up and choose this color from here, so this is like picking up the color from here, picking the color here. So this is like fill color. You selected the fill color, but you actually, when you do this a drop of the color here, so that's like begin the fill, right? So guys, coming here, so begin fill, right? So you start filling up the color, and my pointer is basically heading up to the 90. Now I am going to say pen dot forward to 150. So it means from the point -50 to -50, x minus 150 and y minus 50, then 90 degrees straight, I'm going to forward with the length of 150, right? So let's see what's going to happen here. So here I am, right? So I actually went forward 150. Now I'm going to save this point here. So from the minus 150 point, minus 150 and minus 50, when I reach to this point, I'm gonna save this point, right? I'm gonna save it for my next purpose. So I'll say this is my roof left point. So how I'm gonna save this point? So guys, I'll just say get the position of the pen. All right, so I'll just say give me the position of this pen, right? I'll save the position of the pen in my roof left point. I'll tell you why we want this, right? In our next very upcoming part, we'll see why we need it. Now I'll make my pen to move into the right direction. So when the pen will move into the right direction, right? So we'll again follow this 90-degree angle. So go towards the right 90-degree, and then I'm gonna say pen dot forward 300. Let's see what's gonna happen now. So what we see is from minus 150 minus 50, you moved 150 points up. Then you actually rotated this guy. So coming here, you rotated this guy right 90 right, and then you moved this pointer to 300. So here we are. Now this is my second point, okay? So I'll consider this point to be a second point. So this is basically my roof right point. So why I need it? I need these 2 points so that I can draw a triangle on top of it, right? So that's like small mathematics which we are trying to do here. Now after taking the pen position to the right, so my next job is that I'm gonna take my pen to the next right, and then I'm gonna take my pen forward, and this time when we have to do a forward, we'll do a 150 forward, right? So 150 you went up, 150 you are coming down basically over here. So thereafter I'm gonna do another right. So we're gonna rotate it to the right. So always we'll be rotating to the right by 90, so that we can always kind of follow the same cycle. And this time I'm gonna do a forward till 300. So this is how I'm going to draw one small rectangle. If you see now, so here we are, right? So guys, I hope this point is clear to everyone, that how we are doing the small rotations and we are following the part of it. So we have finished our sort of rectangle here, right? So once we are done with the finishing of the rectangle, I'm just gonna make my pen to go to the right again in the 90, and yes, we'll say end of fill. So the moment you say end of fill, right, and you run the program, so what you will observe is my pointer is to the right and my rectangle is filled with the green color. So end fill will exactly ensure that the color is filled. Now what I want is my pointer here should go here. So I already have the position of this left point saved with me in a variable. So I'm gonna use that variable and I'm gonna go up there, and I'm gonna do a pen up so that we don't draw. So pen up, always remember, pen up means that you're not going to draw a line, right? So first thing which I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say pen up, and thereafter we'll say pen dot go to. So where I want to go, I want to go to this left point. So root left point, I want to go to this root left point. I need not to remember the point. I have saved that point in a variable. So this time I'll say my pen dot let's say the fill color, so we'll choose it red. The color is going to be red, and I'll say my pen to begin the fill, right? So it should start filling up. So let's put the pen down and let's start drawing. So I'll just have a small, guesswork that where I should be going. All right. So let's try to put that guesswork, and we can even just do a hit and trial, small hit and trial. So this small hit and trial goes like, let's say, minus 15 and let's say some 200, or minus 20 and 200, right? Let's have a small guesswork. We can alter it anytime. Thereafter, I will make my pen to go to the right point, right? So you basically went from the roof's left point, then you came into this minus 20 and 200. Thereafter, you went into the right point. And yes, guys, now what I'll do is I'll simply say pen dot end the fill, right? So we're just gonna do an end of the fill. And lastly, I can always say let the pointer's heading be again 90. So let's try running the loop and see how this will go for us. So here we are, right? So not a bad guess. So I just assume that this coordinate is going to be this minus 20 and 200, right? You can anytime go and do some hit and trials, and you can draw so many shapes here and there. So what we see is the hut which we actually tried drawing in the paint. We even came up with our own program. So that's what Python is. Python can do a lot of things. It's just one of the use cases which we have seen in our small tutorial, introductory tutorial. So let's copy this program. I'm gonna do a copy of this program, and I'm gonna paste it over here in this online link. So let's run this program and see how turtle will come up here. So here we are, guys. If you see, it works really well. Even if you don't have the Python system, if you don't have the system installed with the Python, you can just go on to this online link, repl.id, and you can anytime code online. So you can try drawing your fun shapes with all these mathematical approaches and see if it's gonna do wonders for you. Thank you so very much. I hope you have enjoyed the session. So in case you would like to enroll for our course Python for Kids, so we got this platform called elearning.auribises.com. You can log into elearning.auribises.com and you can enroll for our Python for Kids courses as well. Right. So this is our e-learning platform. So thank you so very much. Bye bye. Once again, this is Ishant on behalf of Auribises. Have a wonderful time ahead, guys. Bye bye. Thank you.